Meri Atelier, and it is Friday evening, February 25th. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. What a fun place this is. Yes, it is. I have steampunk and Asian, and oh my goodness, I've got all sorts of things going on here. Let me get out here to my live stream on my tablet so I can see folks coming in. There we go. So Friday, I have to say, Friday, this weekend kind of snuck up on me. Even though I've been streaming several mornings this week, the weekend snuck up on me. Roy messaged me and said, Meri, I don't have my links for tomorrow. I'm going, oh no, I forgot to do all the links. So we are postponing the Saturday hop until next week because Meri didn't get her part done. I completely, utterly forgot about links. I usually do a link list for everybody, and each person is a little bit different. So it isn't like I do one link list for everybody. And I tell you, we've got a nice group. We've got a nice group of hoppers, but Meri just messed up. And I was busy this morning, and I was gone this afternoon, and I got home and I read that message from Roy, and I'm going, there's no way I can do it. So I'll get it done early next week. So we'll definitely have them for next week. Next Saturday will be a reschedule of our Fourth Art Saturday. Hi, Becky. Mom is going home Sunday, hoping and praying for the best. Oh, okay. Well, us too, Becky. Becky, how old is your mother? How old is your mother? What is her age? Anyway, I should have asked her when I saw her in chat. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome, Rhonda. Welcome. Let me fix the quality on my tablet while there's just a few in here. It always starts me out at 144 and my eyes go, I need a smart TV. 75. Well, she's still, I have to tell you, Becky, she's still pretty young. She's probably happy to go home. But you know, she has a lot of people who love her and who are watching out for her. So we'll just hope that for the best. We'll hope for the best. Were you the oldest? You had to be the oldest, at least the oldest girl. Hi, Roy. Roy. I still would not have known. I completely forgot about those links. Completely forgot about it. Wasn't even in my mind until I read your message. So thank you for messaging me, because we could deal with it before it got too bad. Rhonda's here. Roy, Rhonda, Becky, you're the oldest. I'm reading my chat from a distance. Robin, is Robin the youngest? Did I see Robin? Rhonda is the youngest. Rhonda without the H. Roy said, that's my August birthday age this year. Now I feel old. You're not old, Roy. You're not old. I know how you feel. I've been feeling kind of old this week myself. I tell you, I came home, and after I read Roy's message and postponed everything, I turned over and took a nap. I was tired. It wore me out. I did go to the library, and I do have a little happy meal to share. Let me move Penelope. I found this needle on the floor this morning. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And, oh, I made tea and it's sitting out in the microwave. Well, I'll just drink water tonight. Or the water's sitting out in the microwave. I heat the water up in the microwave. It's not tea yet. I'll just have to reheat it. So, I have a bit of happy mail from Johnny. This is an order from Johnny at Junk Journal Shop. It's not huge, but I wanted some more papers for, I'm going to work on, and I'm going to start that tonight. I'm going to do a journal with all these luscious studio kit and Johnny's putting together another studio kit for next month, and I tell you, it's really tempting me. But maybe everybody will buy it out. If I delay purchasing it, that's kind of what happened with this one. The studio kit that I bought was a leftover. She didn't sell them all, and it looked interesting, so I bought it. I think she sold them all now. I think this month is gone. But when I looked at it, she had a few left, and I thought, well, I'll get one. So maybe my philosophy will be, if everybody buys it out, then I wasn't supposed to have it. But, ooh, it's going to be linens and lace. And I saw some of the things she's going to put in it, and I just drooled. But this, I got from Johnny. This is just onion skin paper. I want it for, and this is another one of these German packets here. And I want it for, I'm going to make a journal out of this book. And I think I'm going to use this as the closure. So I'm going to be deconstructing this book, and it is in signatures. It is in signatures. Now, why does that matter to me? I don't know. And it is stitched. But this is the same thing. I just bought extra. Well, let me get to it. Where did I put it? Way down at the bottom. Let me put if I put stuff away, like Becky's grandmother says, if everything in its place, I'll put my mini Tetra away here. Robin is 5 years younger than you. And your mom, let's see, her mom is 75. Rhonda says, oh, Becky. Well, at least Rhonda wasn't called Honda. Were you called Rhonda Honda? Were you called Rhonda Honda? Oh, dear. That's not fair. I've already opened. Well, I'm getting there. Here, let me pull these out. And I'll use these first. These are these. See, it's the same thing. Well, not that. This is this. And I'm going to use these first, and this is just a continuation. But I'm going to use them as pages, and I think I have some other packets that I've been collecting from Johnny over the course of time, some more onion skin papers. And I'm going to use them. Why buy them? See, look, here's another transparent art journal. Why buy this stuff if you don't use it? Tell me why. Why? And I've got some ledger papers from her, too, that I didn't buy it all this month. I promise. I bought it here and there. So that's what, and I'm going to combine it with this, and we're going to make a journal out of this. This, I think I got this at a library sale. And it's called Prudence of the Parsonage. I haven't read it. I'm not going to read it. It's got a little, and it is a copyright of 1915. To my mother, who devoted her life to rearing a whole parsonage full of rollicking young Methodists. Oh, okay. So it must have some religious connotation. I haven't read the book, but I love the picture. I'm going to leave that alone. And I've got some more here I may not use. And this onion skin, this is interesting. But see, I think, I hate to say I can divide these in half, but look, I could almost divide these in half. Some of these are just half sheets. They all are. Well, this one's a full sheet. And they're bound. That's interesting. And these are just ledger sheets. I'll have to see how I want to deal with those. And these are blank, and I'm thinking that I could almost divide these in quarters. Like this and like that. Well, you know, like that. And then I think I'll take out some signatures in here, and but that was my Happy Mail. The packet that looked like that and that wasn't much. So let's, and then I got her studio kit. I should put all of this back in. Well, let's put this. These are still with these came from Rosemary with the steampunk. I'm just going to put all of these, except for my paintbrushes, in here for now. And maybe I'm going to show you my steampunk journal where I glued that jar in the middle. I want to show you how it's doing. But let me put these in this envelope because I'll be getting it out. Well, I'm only going until 10 o'clock tonight. Piece of tape. Her tape. And then these are all pens and pencils. Things I reach for a lot here. I'm going to get me another tray for here now that I have this. I'm going to put these things up here and there too. And then I'll dump it all out when I'm ready to work with it. I'm really happy with how my steampunk journal is coming along. I think I'll get that done. I think I'll get that done this month. And I can say I actually finished a caboodle. All right, that clears things off my desk a little more. I'll put that postage stamp in there just because. Clears my desk off just a little bit more. So I can actually work. Okay, thank you for your patience with me. Let me look at chat. Welcome folks in. Welcome folks in. Becky, let's see. Let me go down to the bottom and read up. Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. Rhonda says, hi, Brenda. Hi, Chris. Ray D. Hi, Ray. Welcome, Ray. Brenda D. We got Ray D and Brenda D. Welcome, welcome. Shelly. Where's Shelly? Which Shelly came in? Kitty Jen. Hi, Kitty Jen. You had 8 uncles. Becky says, I have 8 uncles. I'm down to 2 now. My grandmother had 8 boys and 1 girl, plus she raised me. Wow, 8 boys and 1 girl. Wow. Rhonda says, Becky, we need to teach your uncle some new rhyming words. All right, let's see what they say. My uncle called me Bucket. Aw. Rhonda says, let me tell you, if someone sings Help Me Rhonda one more time, it won't be good. I don't know the tune, Rhonda, or I'd sing it. I'm going to have to listen to the tune. Kitty Jen says, hi, Mary Bootsy, which is Roy, Aunt Beck, and Rhonda. There's Shelly. Shelly's Brookview. Hi, Shelly. Kitty Jen is here. My uncle Bert called me Rhonda Wanda. Well, I won't tell you what I got called, but you just rhyme it with Mary, and I got called it. Oh, dear. Kids can be cruel. Kids can be cruel. Go grab your tea. Well, the water's probably cold now. I'd have to heat it. I heat up my water to 340, which is about 5 minutes. Oh. Here's where we said Becky is the oldest. Okay. Rhonda Wanda. Hi, Samantha. Samantha Owens. I missed Barb this afternoon. I was gone. I was actually gone this afternoon. Let me get out before I get started on this. Let me show you. I did get to the library and I did buy fresh eggs, and I went to the post office. I did a little bit of a library haul, but I was a little disappointed. They didn't have a lot of cool books like they did last time, but I got some things. These are The Good Old Days, and I love the covers, but the illustrations are not photography. They're mostly art type thing. Well, this one's photography. This one's a little different. Now it's stealing my words. This one, but see, I'm thinking most of them have art illustrations. But this is Christmas, and I won't do anything with this till Christmas. I might take some pictures out of this. But I was looking for art books and books that I could fussy cut. And most of these are, this is a Good Old Days one, Working on the Farm. And you know what? I shouldn't complain because these books cost me 10 cents a piece. Not a quarter. They came down 10 cents a piece. And there are some nice illustrations in here. Photography in here. This is Working on the Farm. Churning Day, Berry in Time, Berry as Berry. Not in My Garden. King Huskers. So they're fun to read. This one is really fun. This is a reminisce, but it's a little bit different, and it's all about music and records and Bing Crosby, and well, let's let me thumb through it. How TV changed things, shows that we treasured. There is some nice photographs in here. I might fussy cut this, or I might make a journal out of this. We'll see. This is all about television, unforgettable encounters. Photo of Charlton Heston filming The Far Horizons. Ooh, look at Charleston Heston. Woo! No wonder he was so popular. So this is all about the entertainment industry. Looks like, is that Arnaz? I forgot a lot of these entertainers because I grew up in the 50s, so I knew some of them, but some of them were, there's Bing Crosby. So this was worth a dime. Ride the Radio Waves. This was worth a dime, wouldn't you say? This was a fun book. I don't regret getting that. I don't regret getting any of them for a dime. I've got a few more here. This one is a cool one. Let me just pull them all out here. I got a Christmas one. There were actually two. Did I get both of these Christmas? No, they're two different. They're not Christmas. This one's not Christmas. This one's Christmas. This is a Time Life book. You know, and what I like about these is they make nice journals. They make nice journals. So even though this is all about Christmas, and there's Thomas Nast illustrations in here. I won't do anything with this until Christmas either. There's some of those old ornaments, old German ornaments, glass ornaments. And I get inspired by looking at these. And then it gets into entertaining and food and setting the table and decorating. This is interesting. The spring girl, whatever it is. The Swiss shortbread cookies. Four eggs, sugar, lemon, aniseed, flour, and olive oil. So this is kind of fun. I won't do anything with it till Christmas. For a dime, it's worth it. For the cover's worth a dime. And this one is just on country style. They had a whole stack of these Time Life books, and I just picked out the ones that I thought I'd use. Do I have to point my camera down a little? Am I? Let's point my camera down a little. There we go. So this is just about decorating country. Home is what you make it. I kind of like things like this. Decorating food. Country. Decorating country. I like this. What have they done there? The 19th century dummy board above. Is that it? Stands at the base of a graceful staircase. Ooh, that would be neat to make. I don't call it a dummy board. And here they're showing, they're telling about, there was a time when they did all these botany books and things. While delicately rendered antique prints of flowers, birds, and other wildlife are popular decorative accessories today, most were originally intended as educational illustrations in books. And then they're showing them in the books. And they take them out of the books and frame them. We take them out of the books and put them in our art journals. I take them out of magazines. Look at this. This inspired me right here. This is cool. These are stencils. Boy, you could do some stencils. This one inspires me up here, and this one's kind of cool. Could cut some stencils. And then they're getting into the tapestries and the old paintings, colonial decorative art. Now you put that up there. And this is another decorating one. Time Life books. Like I said, the cover's worth a dime. The cover is worth a dime. It's a good board book. Lampshades, pictures on the wall, prints. These are shadow boxes. Fabric glossary, telling you what calico is, and chintz, and crewel work, and damask, and flannel, all the different fabrics, common fabrics. Ticking, there's some ticking. They're fun to look at. I'm just paging through them. Here's where they took and they covered books, old books, with calico. That's kind of fun. It's okay for a writing journal, but I would be expanding that spine really fast. Here's some rag rugs. This is interesting. This reminds me of what Lisa My Eclectic Life does her weaving. Beautiful things. Some of those weavings are expensive too. If you go to like a flea market, like I'd go to some up in Wisconsin, and those weavings were expensive. Here it's telling you how to rag a wall. It's like sponge paint type thing. And stenciling. This looks like a gnome home here. A primer on paints. So this is more home decor type thing, but it's fun to look at. This one, I'm going to show you this one last. Well, I've got another one sitting down. This one is another good old days of going to Grandma's house. And when I saw this, when I brought it home and looked at this, I said, oh, fussy buttons. Grandma and Grandpa fussy button here. Grandpa's farm. Grandma's kitchen. Look at that. That's cool illustration. A masterpiece for Grandma. Memories of a Grandma's house. The wall clock. See, there's a lot of art illustration in here, which is not a bad thing, but there's some really cool stuff, like that one I showed you. Well, that one's pretty cool. But there's art like, well, where is it? I hit it there. This that appeals to me. Now that's an illustration, but this one appeals to me. That one I would grab before I would grab something like that, which is not bad, but I would pull this first for if I was doing art journaling. But this is all about Grandma and Grandpa's farm. I thought about fussy buttons. Now this one is a fun one because you think this is going to be cooking, because she's sitting at a stove. You thought, oh, recipes. But you open it up and whiz bang wonders, there's a lot of old advertising in here. Mama and her brownie. And look, there's a photograph of her. They're playing with a pool. Here's Scott Tissue ad. Water, water everywhere, Culligan ad. So there's a lot of old. Here's a Shirley Temple one. This book appeals to me. This was certainly worth a dime. And there's a Barbie doll, one of the early Barbie dolls. Old sewing machines. She's dreaming of a white sewing machine for Christmas. You'll be happier with a Hoover. Washing machine. My mother had a machine like this, and she'd sit there and we'd heat up the water and put in there. We heated up the water. We didn't have a faucet. This was when I was growing up, when I was a youngster. We pumped our water from the windmill. And we carried it in. We carried water in to do our washing, and Mom had this great big old boiler, and she'd heat up that water and put it in the washing machine. We had electricity, but we didn't have running water in the house. That was when we did later, when I was older, we got running water. But when I was a youngster, my mom, she washed. Well, she had a family. She had 4 kids. She had to do her washing. She washed, if not week, every other week or every week and a half. We were doing a load of washing, and she would put it through the wringer, and I'd stand on the other side and, catch it as it fell through. And we'd go out and hang it out on the line. Advertising. Here's some old typewriters. My first typewriter, Smith Corona. Looks just like mine. Right here. It does. Not this one, but this one. Letting our fingers do the walking. We didn't have a telephone. My goodness. We didn't have a telephone till I was in college before my parents even got a telephone. I'd have to... I take the bus. My mom and dad, when I was a freshman in college, didn't want me to have a car up in Lincoln. They, that was a big town. And so I'd take the bus. Well, the bus was not local. My mom and dad would take me to the bus station. I'd catch the bus to go up to the university. This is my freshman year of college. And when I wanted to come home, I called the neighbor lady and said, would you go over and tell my mom that I'm coming home this weekend and to meet me at the bus station at such and such a time? And I always worried that she'd never be there when I got there, but she was always there. She never failed me. I can't think of one time that she didn't meet me at the bus station. Now the next one I'm going to show you is the last one, but boy, it's a doozy. It's a doozy. And I only got it because it was a dime. Look at this. A dime. 1950 to 1959. This goes by years. I'm just start right here in the middle. This happens to be 1950, and it goes through each month of the year. I thought this was cool. If you're into history, I like history. I'm going to put that water back out over here. If you're into history, and this would make a neat art journal. Maybe not to tear out of so much. Now, in the earlier years, it looks like they did not have as much, because here's August, September, October. In here, this is April. There's a page for April and a page for each. Sometimes there's more than one page. Look, there's Henry Matisse, brilliant colorist, wins the Venice Prize for his art. And I have to say, you guys do just as good as he did. Some of you, your art is better than his. But I guess he was a well-known artist. And so it's a nice book. It's a heavy book. This is something that you would, well, it depends on, I don't know if this would be a coffee table book. Look, this says, Happy Mother's Day. Love, Jessie, 93. Here, 1977. It says Happy Mother's Day there. Is there whoever bought this book loved history. Chronicle of the 20th Century. And this is just one century. Think what it would be if they covered the last 2 million years. Of course, they probably wouldn't have as much history to introduce. Well, I wanted to see if there was a dedication or handwriting in here. It doesn't look like there is. Who published this? JL International Publishing, Liberty, Missouri. Look at this. This is interesting. This is starts out with 1900. They're in the park with naked ladies. World Exposition, 1900 Paris. 1901, Saloon Smasher Carry Nation on the Warpath. 1902, Chinese Exclusion Act passes Senate easily. Pulling on his pigtail there. Uh-oh. Wouldn't do that today. 1903, Wrights fly heavier than airplane. Heavier than airplane. Madame Curie and her husband won the Nobel Prize in 1903. 1907, Ringling Brothers by Barnum and Bailey. 1911, China Dynasty tottering. Italy flag flies over the Turkish Tripoli. Churchill promoted to naval ministry. 1916, key offensive in, I think that was the war, the First World War, before we got into it. I think we got into it a little later. Troops under Pershing land in France in 1917. First Congress of the Soviets held. Kerensky becomes the premier of Russia. Yeah, we aren't going to talk about them tonight. Those poor Ukrainian people. My heart just goes out to them. 1927, Chiang So-lin acts to block revolution. Looks like China. Charles Lindbergh flies the Atlantic alone. Spirit of St. Louis. Mussolini meets the Pope in 1932. 1935, his armies invade Ethiopia. Ha ha! What did he learn from the Pope? In 32, he met the Pope, but in 35, he was invading Ethiopia. I don't think the Pope had much effect on him. Yanks and Reds join up. 1948, the Arabs surrender and evacuate Hafia as the fierce fighting rages. That's Hafia, I think, is in Israel or Palestine up in there. Elizabeth II is crowned, 1953. This is a neat book. I love how they do the little history calendars on the side. Have I bored you with my history? 1967, 69, 68, see what it says for 69. Bobby Kennedy is killed in 68. So see, there are several pages of 68. Looks like the Olympics were in Mexico. Here's 69. In March, the first flight of Concorde. The career of triumph ends for Eisenhower. China charges Soviet attacks across the border. Uh-oh. Are we in? We're still in 69 over here, a couple pages later. 69. Hippie group arrested in movie murders. There's Charles Manson. 1970. This is more our memories in here. Nixon named co-conspirator in Watergate in 74. I was going to business school about that time. 1978 and 76, the Olympics in Montreal. (1980 to 1991). I was out working. I was a working girl in the 80s and 90s. 1988, Seoul, Korea, Olympics. And of course it ends in 1999, I think. 1990. Oh, it ends in 1990. It didn't go to the year 2000. They didn't chronicle anything but 1990. It's a heavy book. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Use it as a book press, I think. Oh, let me look at chat. I was reading my history book. Let me pull chat out here and talk to you guys a little. Rhonda says she loves history. I do too. I really enjoy history. I forget a lot. Usually, for me to remember it, I have to make a big mistake. Samantha says, I was having babies in the 80s. Becky said, woohoo, the 1980s party girl, at least until 84, 85, when Scott and I got together. We have someone new? Who's new? Hi, Artie Dar. Artie, I found your address. And I mailed your zine. If you haven't moved in the last few months, your address is at the bottom of an email that you had sent me. I never got your email from this morning. Artie Dar won the zine that I made this morning. This is mine. I mailed it, so you should be getting it. Prayers for Ukraine, yes. My heart just goes out to those people, especially the innocent people. I mean, there are people in all of our countries who we just want to live our life. We just want to live peacefully, please. Don't take away our food and our freedoms and blah, 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 blah. Those poor people. Let's see, who was new? You said we had a new person. Let's see. Samantha says, Beck, I got married in 84. I had my first in 85, 86, and 89. My son was born in 86 in November. Teresa's channel, or Teen's channel is Teen. Who's the newbie? I'm missing it. Allie K. Hi, Allie K. I just tried it with Mary's video. I wonder if it shows on my channel. Loads of positive energy going out to protect our troops heading over to help those being hurt. Yes. I agree, Becky. I haven't watched the news recently. I was tired after I got home today. Rhonda said we have somebody new today. Greg was born in August of 86. That's the newbie. Is it Terry's or Teeny's? Wait, let me look up here. I want to welcome. Anyone else see the new clip button on YouTube? Oh, I read about that clip. I think your channel, let me go to Creator Insider because I'll show you how that clip works because they got the clips on the Creator Insider. I don't know if I have it on my channel, but Creator Insider is a lot of the content folks go to there. They're kind of a liaison between the YouTube people and the... Let's take February shorts, fun bonus notifications. He's just chatting away. Let's see. Whoops, does he have the clip on there? Well, I clipped one of them. I don't see where I clip it here. I thought they had them on here on the Creator Insider. Let's try Mr. Beast here. I thought we could clip these. Oh, maybe because I'm on my tablet. Maybe because I'm on my tablet, I'm not seeing the clip thing. I don't know if you can clip on your tablet. You can't have a community tab. I'm not going to pursue that because I may not have it. But I think your channel, all of our channels, everybody on YouTube has in their studio area, every video that we publish since they rolled it out has a little box giving permission for people to clip. Yeah, and but your channel has to be set up for it. And I don't think everybody's channel yet is set up to clip. It's kind of a staging process. It's a part of a rollout that they do. I don't think I can clip on this tablet, so I can't show you what I'm talking about. It's you'll see. Well, I was able to clip. Well, let me show you on Facebook. Maybe I can get into Facebook on my, because this is my Facebook. This is one of my freebie patterns. But if I go to my account, videos on watch, gaming, maybe it's just in my, I had clipped the one and sent it to me at Facebook. I just was testing it. And it's just like a minute clip type thing. And there are video clips and audio clips. It's way down here, because I was testing it when it happened. No. There's some of Carol's dolls. Well, where did I do it? I sent it to me here. It was a Creator Insider clip. It was a private. No, it was before that. Now I'm not finding it. But it's just like it gives you a little option to clip a part of the video. And you get like a little minute or 60-second segment. I don't see it here. Here's Becky sent that to me. We did the nutcracker thing. She sent this to me when I was cleaning. I tried to clean my craft room, but I got distracted by all the cool stuff that I found. This was a happy birthday from Deborah Brown. I keep it just because it reminds me of Deborah. And Becky sent me a picture of these paper dolls. And there's a Winsor Newton thing. And where was that clip? Maybe it was back here. I think it was way before all these pet portraits, or after all those pet portraits. I can't find it. But yeah, maybe they're rolling it out more. I don't know. I'm going to get back into chat. Mary Lou Loopy. Oh, it's little scissors. Mary has the clip button. I do. Oh, see, I don't see it on my own channel here, though. Yeah, it's a 15-second. There's Jamie. I tested it. Is it on my channel? Put a link to, let's see, Allie K, do you have Allie K, I'm going to make you a mod just so you can put in a link. Put a link to your channel, Allie K. It did not save to my channel. Did you send it to your channel, or did you send it to, I sent mine to my Facebook as a private message. Are you clipping my live stream now here, or are you clipping an old video? You may not be able to clip live streams. I don't know. See, it's just a new concept that they're doing. Try clipping a video. Let's see, I put out a video here recently on, let me go to my library. Videos. 3 days ago, where that 11 is, where I got 112 views, that's a standalone video. Try clipping out of something out of that where it says BBYS, Bits and Bops, Pack 11, and see if you can clip something out of that. Because that's a standalone video. I'm not sure you can clip out of live streams. And I'm not sure if you can clip out of a live stream that's still live. because it hasn't processed yet. You probably have to get a video that's processed. I'm just guessing. I don't know that much about it. I know I did it once off of a Creator Insider, and I mailed it to me to myself at Facebook, and it's in there somewhere. I just don't see it right offhand. Let's go back to. I don't see the scissors on the tablet on this. Well, let me go to my own. See if I can clip something of my own here. Like, dislike, share, download, and save. That's all I have here on this tablet. That this is a tablet too. Now I'm gonna add. Oh, jeez. Oh. What did Jamie say? When you clip it, it does not save to your channel. You have to share and send it to choices. Yeah, see, I sent it to myself at Facebook. That sounds right, Jamie. The reason that they're giving clips to people, and I leave my clips there, we should get a notification that somebody's clipped something on your channel. I'll have to go check of you guys have allocate clipping me. And then it's just a little clip. But like if I think it's a good thing, because I think it would be a really fun collaboration tool. Like if we were all doing, well, let's just say Becky's doing those fabric swatches. I could clip, well, I hate to say it, I could clip a little piece of Becky, a 15-second where Becky says, oh, look, I got this fabric swatch from Janet Nash. Or even the hearts. Janet Nash was showing her hearts on her, that she has them hanging up on a swag on her across her fireplace. If she allows that clip, if she allows her channel to be clipped, you can get a little 15-second segment of where Janet is showing those little hearts from all over the world. And she'll get a notification that you clipped it. But then you can take that 15 seconds and put it in a video and put it in maybe with one where Becky is introducing it, and put it in with something that you're doing, and you have created a little collaboration video right there. Now, if I got that notification and didn't want my clip to be included, I'm not sure after the fact if we could ask them to take it down, but you should probably, if you're creating content, see who's clipping you and see how they're using it. But I don't have much fear that people are going to 15 seconds is, it's just 15 seconds is not a whole lot. If they were taking the whole video, that would be one thing. But I think it's a great collaboration tool. I think that there's a lot of positive ways. There are a lot of people think, oh, they're stealing my content. Well, they're taking 15 seconds of your content. And I don't think that they could repeatedly who would want to sit here and take 15 seconds to take a minute of your time? You would have to take 4 clips. Who would want to sit there and do it? Yeah, I clipped one off of Creator Insider when they first introduced it. They first introduced it on I first read about it on the Creator Insider channel, and I clipped them. I can't see it on my tablet. I saw it on my mobile phone, but I don't see it on my tablet. But I clipped just a little segment of him, and I sent it to me at Facebook. I think you can mail it to yourself. I don't know if you can download it on your drive. I don't know what all the options or choices are, but Allie K said, I just clipped your standalone video. Okay. Yeah, 15 seconds is a blink. It's a blink, but it's enough of a blink. I mean, it's just enough of a blink. Like I said, if you could just grab Janet Nash showing her hearts on her fireplace and Becky showing her heart that she sent out to whomever, and somebody else showing their heart, it's a way to create a collaboration without everybody having to, send it in. I think it's and to be honest with you, if I clipped people on a regular basis, I would probably let them know. They're going to find out anyway if they check their videos. Now, as content creators, that little option there in our little dashboard that we control all of our settings and everything, it's automatically set on across the board for all of our videos. It's already checked. But if I created a video and I didn't want anybody to clip anything out of that video, I could go out there and uncheck it. What they don't have yet is the option to turn it off across all the channels and then just turn it on the vid, which to me would have made more sense. Just leave it off for everything. And if somebody wants to clip something, you could, out of your channel, they could notify you and you could go out there and turn it on so they could clip it if you gave them permission. That made more sense to me, but I'm not running YouTube. They have their reasons for what they do stuff. Brenda's on the phone. Were you able? You did not see the scissors, and I haven't seen them on anybody's channel. Did you see them up on the menu item, Jamie and Allie K? Are they up on the menu settings? I think on my phone they're up where you see the like and dislike. And Jamie says, Allie K, it showed up for me. Did you click the link, Jamie, or go to my channel first? They're playing with clipping. Hi, Johnny. Is that Johnny? Junk Journal Johnny come in? Somebody said hi to Johnny. There she is. I'm going to work on I got your Happy Mail today that you sent me, the onion skin and the second one I ordered. Johnny, I'm going to use this. I was showing my library books and I got into reading a history book and then I come out here and was reading chat. But I'm going to work on this book tonight. This is what I'm going to work for your studio box. I'm going to start that tonight. And I'm going to take some of this blank onion skin and I think I'm going to cut it in fourth because when I fold it in half this way and fold it in half this way, it's just about, you're going cringing as I'm folding this, but it's about the size of this book. So I'm going to pull out some of the pages. This book has signatures and it's stitched. So I think I can pull out like a signature here. This is chapter VI, chapter 6. So I'll leave some pages in and I'll pull out some and I'm going to convert this into kind of like a junk journal type thing. It's got one photo in it right here that's fallen out. Yeah, and I have refreshments just for you two, it says. Johnny, how are you doing on those studio boxes? When are you going to announce them they're ready for sale? APG Jamie says, I clicked on the clip on this live video. Oh, it did work on the live stream. Well, that's interesting, Jamie. Cheryl says, I think the clip is fun. They're talking about clipping videos, Johnny, where you take a little 15-second snapshot. Jamie says she unclips the clip when she uploads. I leave mine on because I figure 15 seconds. And I don't know if it. I don't know if it gives a credit. Does it give a credit of who you're looking at on those clips? I mean, I knew when I clipped Creator Insider and sent it to my Facebook, and I just saw him talking. But does it credit it, that clip as coming from my channel? And you get credit of them looking at your channel. So actually, if they go there and find it interesting, somebody clicks on something that checks on something that you clipped and put on your channel, and it sends them to somebody else's channel, you're actually getting more exposure. You're actually getting somebody hitting your channel who may never have found you otherwise. So I leave all my clips alone. I figure if somebody wants 15 seconds of mine, they can have it. You know, if they take my whole video, that's another story, because that's copying almost. But 15 seconds, yeah, it'll bring them over. Free publicity. Johnny says her new puppy's home and she's exhausted. Aw. Yeah, that puppy's cute. It gives credit to the original creator, Ali K says. Yeah, see it? It draws people to your channel who may never find you. But the thing of it is, if somebody has to clip it first. Somebody has to find something in your channel that they actually want to use in their video. You know? Now, I think a good thing to clip would be hints and tips. And I also think clipping would be a great, like I just explained, a really fun collaboration tool. You know, I like storytelling. How fun would it be to create a story doing, and I'm not sure how many clips you can put in a video. I think there's a limit of how many clips that you can put in a video too. I don't know all the rules. I'm just learning about it like you guys are. What did Mary Lou say? All the credit goes to the original creator. I'd let them clip away. New puppies at home. Mary Lou says, when I type, I'm seeing a bubble that says, stand out, what's that? Or has been there all along and I didn't see it. Oh, stand out. I've never seen that before, Mary Lou. Yeah, I don't know if you can. Well, I think you can put them in a video. Like you send the video to yourself. That's the whole reason they let you clip it. So you can take that clip and put it in your own video. That's why they let you clip it. They don't let you clip just so you can watch 15 seconds. I mean, you can go watch 15 seconds anytime. But it's really kind of a tool for creators to go grab something off of another video, and but you have to give them permission, and YouTube automatically gave everybody permission that's creating videos. If you create a video and if you put it out there, that is automatically checked, a little option to allow clips. If you don't want it, anybody's taking any of your content, 15 seconds of your content, you do what Jamie does and unclip it. And you're saying, nope, not on this one. This is mine. You can't have it. And they steal it another way. I know people, and you would be surprised. I'm not going to name names. I won't do it. But I know people who go and download videos violating the terms of service. Oh, Becky gave me 99 cents. Oh, Becky. Thank you, Becky. I love it. Becky, you need to save your pennies for that new bathroom you're going to get. Thank you, Becky. I love it. Thank you, Becky. Now, I'll probably get 30 cents of that, maybe 60 cents of that, 99 cents. Oh, all I can do is buy a sticker to stand out. Oh, really? Are you saying you can't clip? Aw. Now, if you were over at Keisha, she'd give you a punch for that. And I need to email Keisha and let her know that they clicked over at Keisha's Creations. And I think she's got a marketplace going on tonight. Don't go there yet. But they give punches. Like if you give a happy a sticker or something like that, they'll put you, Tammy Ward is the punch coordinator. And you get so many punches and you get like $5 off, or you get a little award type thing in your next mailing. And if you save up to, she has them in tiers, and if you save up to tiers, you get a junk journal or a journal kit. Standout and clips are two different things. Oh, now I didn't see standout. I thought that was a super chat. See, I'm on my tablet. I don't see that stuff. I'm going to have to go look. I haven't been watching many videos lately. Becky paid 99 cents to buy a sticker to stand out. Aw. She was testing the stand out option, I guess. Super chats are just money, but a super sticker, you can get a cute big icon. Well, let's click on the super stickers. Send an animated image. Well, I can't do that because my PayPal, I can't use my PayPal now because somebody tried to take $86 out of my bank account, and Wells Fargo said, "You can't do that. You can't steal money from Meri. She needs her pennies. YouTube's already taken 30% of it. You can't have any of it." So they put a lock on my credit card and sent me a new one, and I haven't got my new one yet. Standout is something new and different. Okay. See, I don't see standout on here either. It must not be on the tablet, because I see like, dislike, live chat, share, report, and save. And I don't see any other option. Here I see save to watch later, save to playlist, share, not interested, don't recommend this channel or report it. Don't do any of those. Oh, I'll go back into my live chat. I don't think that the tablet has all the options. Let's go to live. At least I can chat. Well, Johnny, good luck with that new puppy. Go get some rest. YouTube is puzzling. Yes, it is. Meri, the standout pop-up when I start typing. Type. What am I going to say? Well, let's type in that. Where is standout? Where is stand out? Whoops. Well, I got out of it. See, I hit the wrong keys on this. Now I'm way behind you guys. Where's my chat? Hit this. Let me do that again. Becky's got cute little feet there. Where is... Well, it must try. It must try it because it where is what I don't like these keyboards. My fingers are too fat for them. Where is stand O-U-T? See, nothing pops up for me. Oh, there it is. Stand out there. Oh, I see it there. Oh. And then they want me to buy something. And I can't buy anything. I can't buy anything because I got a lock on my credit card, my debit card. Oops, you guys are seeing my head there. Sorry about that. Get my head out of the way. My hair. Ha goats. Are those Billy goats, Becky? Hi, Artie Dar. She says, hi, y'alls. I'm back. I made 3 double spreads in my Asian art journal, and I need more people and focal pictures. Cool, Artie. I have the same problem typing. Yeah, my fingers are too big for the keys, and I just forget it. The standout. Hi, Chazzy. When you start typing, Chazzy, here, let me see, say I typed in where is standout, then on here, let me stand up so you can see my keyboard. Now, this is on a tablet. I don't know where it is for you, but on here, there's a little option over here that says standout. I don't see the clip yet. Where do you guys find the clip? I'm surprised they have it on the tablet. But when you start typing, when you're not typing, it's the super chat button. When you start typing, W-H-E-R-E, that little standout where you would see the super chat shows as a standout. All right, let me go back to chat and see what they're saying. Let's get rid of my garbled words here. And make sure I'm on live. And I am. Across from live chat. Across from live chat. Here's my live chat. I have live chat and top chat. That's all I have. Here's live chat. And I click on it and it tells me the actions. I don't have anything. Here's live chat. I got an X to get out of live chat. Here's live chat. Oh, wait. Here's live chat. Share. Like, dislike, live chat, share, report, and save. And if I hit live chat, I just got top and live. Mary Lou says, thank you, Allie. I have trouble getting around sometimes a lot. Hi, Chazzy. Welcome, Chazzy Mac. She says, I see it. Thank you. But to me, you're buying that little sticker. Like Becky bought a sticker up here for 99 cents. Told her to save her money for her new bathroom. Look, I'm about done with my water. I'll probably have to run to the bathroom. Let me click on Allie K's link. Oh, look, she clipped 15 seconds of the bits and bops. And I'm just showing that. I'm showing that poor little deer there. How much is it? Yeah. Well, you know, that's 15 seconds. Oh, that's more than 15 seconds. That's my channel. That's not your channel. That's I clicked on. You gave me a link to return to clip. Watch the full clip. Wait a minute. How much did you clip? let me go back to my own. Help, help. Get out of that whole thing. Now I have to go back to my channel. It took me out of my live stream. There I am. Oh no, I'm back at the bits and bops. There I am. How much did you clip? I only get a clip on my phone, not on my iPad. Yeah. I don't think the clip is on the iPad. But that, when you did that link in, Cheryl, skip ads. Where did you put that link? Did you take the link out? Where did I see that? You said you put a link on, and then you showed what you clipped. Okay, all right, forget that. I think I understand now. I shared the clip once I made it. Okay, I only clipped 15 seconds with the reindeer. Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I have clips on my phone. I've clipped before. I clipped the Creator Insider. I don't do a lot of clipping, but I might once it gets to everybody's channel. Once I have that ability, I think it would make a great. But you know, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even as a content creator, you could clip something personal for yourself if you wanted to save something, 15 seconds of what somebody's saving if you want to remember it. I could see doing that for yourself. You don't have to be a content creator. Say somebody said something and you say, oh, that's cool, I want to remember it, you know? And so you clip that 15 seconds. I'd have to read up on clipping and see if there's what the rules are for how many clips you can take out of a video and stuff like that. But, you know, to me, it's the same as saving a link or setting a time stamp on. If somebody isn't going to allow clipping, let's just say Jamie doesn't want you to clip 15 seconds out of her video, well, you can still save the link to that video. And you can even save the timestamp. You know, there's a HTML where you can put in the time and minute thing. It's a HTML code. You could save the timestamp and go right to it. But you can't use that content if you saved it for yourself just because you were interested in, you know, in what that person said and you didn't want to forget it. If you can't clip it, you could save it as a timestamp. That's what I'm saying. But if you're a content creator and you want to grab 15 seconds of somebody's video that they're letting you do, like I just let the clips be on all my videos. I haven't turned them off of anything because I'll get notification if anybody clips me. You know, I could probably go to my studio now and see where Allie K and Jamie or Becky or whoever clipped me. I'll get notifications, so I know who's clipping you. And, you know, it isn't like, it, you know, and especially if you're a content creator, you know it's out there. And if you don't want it to be there, go turn it off. That's what Jamie does. You know, and that's perfectly okay. That's your right, you know. But, I don't turn it off. I just let it be on. I figure, hey, they're pointing to my channel. Somebody might subscribe. Somebody might watch. I just watched the clip. Way cool. Saving steps and sharing on your wall or tag someone. Yeah, you could. You could. And really, it's a shout out in a way. To me, it's like a shout out too. I think it's a great collaboration tool. It's a way to point to something that somebody said that you think is interesting. It's a way to save something for your own information that you want to remember. I think it's a cool tool. I think it has a lot of positives. Now, anything that has a lot of positives is going to get misused. There are going to be people out there that invent some way to do something devious. So I can understand people that, turn it off. I understand that too. But I will tell you now, I know people who know how to go out and steal videos without asking you. And it's not just one person. I said people. That's plural. It's out there. And YouTube probably knows about it, but it's also a violation of your TOS. YouTube, if you go back in and read YouTube's terms of service, it's a violation. It's a violation. But I'll tell you something else, and I've said this before on this channel. I was just searching my own channel for some video or something, and there's one thing I do. I leave clips on, but I also turn off on every video that I upload. I turn off the embed option. It's EMBED, and that allows somebody to take and embed your video on their website. I turn that off. And I was out there on Google I don't know if I was looking for my own videos or if I was out there just looking. And I saw my video on this weird site. I'm going, it's my video and they're playing. It wasn't just a link. It was my video. And, and I wrote to YouTube and I said, what are they doing with this? Because I thought they probably just downloaded it and re-uploaded it. But it turns out, and this is what really kind of froze me in my tracks. It turns out that it wasn't just my video. They stole hundreds and hundreds and hundreds they sold some DLL thing that they almost mirrored YouTube, is what I would say. But I was told, and that probably is still out there on the board. I could probably go find it. I was told to never go to that site again, to leave them alone, don't start World War III. And, it was like they were almost punishing me because I brought it up. I said, hey, I've got the embed option turned off. How did they get to my video? Well, it turns out that somehow they were stealing YouTube content by stealing some software, DLL or something or other. They said it in the... But what really offended me in it, that guy really trashed me. There were about 3 or 4 that were in that thread, conversation. It was on the help board. And some of them were polite, but this one guy, he really laid into me because I even brought it up. And I'm sitting there going, hey, I'm not the bad person here. He almost accused me of starting World War III. He said, we've got enough trouble with the people over on the other side of the world. And at the time we did. He was probably a veteran who fought in the recent war or something. I don't know. But he really laid into me because I just said, what are they doing with my video? And it wasn't only mine. And it really surprised me because it was a third world country that it's not an open country. Let's put it that way. And they even showed religious content that really surprised me that they would even have that allowed on their channel in that country. But it really offended me that guy accused me of starting World War III. I'm going, I don't start World War III. There are other people who do that. Yeah, it was really... it really scared me in a way, too, because they said, never go to that channel again. Leave it alone. Don't, and, I reported, and I didn't. I just dropped the whole thing because it scared me. And for all I know, they're still stealing it. And we're going to have World War III here pretty soon. But it did scare me. But in the long run, the help people just didn't have they couldn't tell me how to take it off. I wasn't going to write to those people because they scared me. I'm not going to write to any third world country and tell them to take my video off of this channel. I report it to YouTube. And then I get accused of starting World War III. That's what he said. He said, you don't want to start World War III. We've got enough trouble in this world. And I'm going, I don't want to start World War III. I just don't want them to steal my video. I have the embed option turned off. How come they got it? And I do. I turn the embed, which it's called embed, EMBED. And you can turn it off on every video that you upload, just like Jamie can turn off the clip option. Yeah, I thought it was a fair question, Chazzy. So we're into a YouTube conversation here. But, that just gives you an idea of what content creators, and it's not just me. I think I'm back at quality 144 here. Let me set my quality up. I got out of it. Every time I get out of it, they send me back at 144. It's not just me. YouTube has, when you're a content creator, you deal with a lot of crap, let me tell you. If it's not something like what I just talked about, it's copyright. And if it's not copyright, it's COPPA, the big old COPPA thing. Or they had something, when I first started YouTube, there was something they were calling a YouTube apocalypse. I'm going, what is a YouTube apocalypse or whatever it is? I know, another end of the world thing. So, then you deal with bots. I mean, I've been on YouTube now for almost 9 years, and I have streamed for about 6 years of those 9 years. And let me tell you, it can get crazy out there. But on the other hand, there's you guys. The thing that keeps me on YouTube is certainly not the money. I have to tell you, I made more money. I used to work over then this was way back before 2000. I worked at about.com. I was one of their guides, and I made pretty good money there. I just doing my little needlework section. I made pretty good money compared to what I make here at YouTube is, pennies. Compared to what I made there. And, but the thing of it is, I don't do it for the money. I do it for you guys because it's my social. I get to know people. I get to know there's good people in this world too. And I do it because of the art community. So sometimes the good outweighs the bad, and that's why I'm still here. And I'm sure it's that way for all the other content creators too. There's a lot of good people out in this world, and that's what we need to focus on. Yep. Lori said, I didn't even know what that embed thing was all about. Well, originally, why they have it there is so that you can put your video out on your own blog or your own website. But if you check it, I think other people can take your video and put it on, that you're giving people permission to. And the other thing that you maybe want to look out for is make sure that you are not putting your video in the public domain. When you look at your advanced settings, Lori, make sure that it's not set as common domain or in the public domain, because then you're saying anybody can take this video. And I have seen on some of my videos at one point where they clicked that on, and I'm going, what are my videos doing in the public domain? And I went through, at that point, I went through every video and made sure that was YouTube licensing. There's Artie Dar. Yeah, Artie Dar says, sweet Meri, we're talking about the good people now. The good people, the thing of it is, like I say, there's you guys. There's the YouTube community. There's the other artists. The good people outweigh the bad people, believe it or not. All the crap that goes on is just crap that goes on. And you can take it because of all the good stuff. You guys, you just encourage me so much. Ali K says, Lori, I think it's so people can post their videos on their websites. Yeah. Instead of links, the embed will allow viewers to watch the video directly on their website without going to YouTube. But also, if you've checked that, other people can take it too, I think. You're just giving people permission to take that. And, well, here's the thing. I've said before too, I know people who will take your video anyway. And I've seen it happen to my video, to my channel, but I don't have a major problem with it because I'm not somebody like the Frugal Crafter or Cinnamon Cooney or somebody. Their content is valuable and people will go out there and steal it. There's code out there to go swipe a video. You don't have to, you can download if I can even do that here. Well, I can't on this. On my phone, there's a download option. But your Premiere, if you're a YouTube Premiere customer, or a premium customer, whatever it is, you can download a video and watch it. But you generally, and YouTube keeps track of all that. They, because they give you credit of how many. And I have people, when I look at my YouTube analytics, I see how many people watch. I guess it's Prime, not Premiere. Prime Video. You can watch without the ads. And you can also download videos. So YouTube kind of gives people the option to do that. But there are people out there who don't pay for it through the Prime option, and they'll just go steal it and put it up on their own website. But like I said, it's usually if you have valuable content, like Cinnamon Cooney teaches, the Frugal Crafter. I mean, the Frugal Crafter is very, very, very popular out there, and she's somebody who would get hit with something like that. I don't get hit with it because I see my site as being more, like I say, I see my channel as being kind of like a daily newspaper. You come here, you read it, you watch the video, and you're gone. I don't do tutorials, although I did do a tutorial this morning on a zine, but I don't teach. I'm not a business. Like, I don't try to sell product out here. And to tell you the truth, I mean, you guys get because I share, but my content doesn't have a lot of value in the sense that I'm not teaching, I'm not even doing a lot of collaborations, to tell you the truth. I'd sit out here and do my art, and we just, like I say, it's like a daily newspaper. And, but it works for me. And, but I wouldn't say that for somebody else that it would work for them to take my content and put it off onto somebody else's, because there's, like, who wants to sit through and listen to me talking like what we talked about tonight? It'd probably bore them to death. I'm not teaching art. We're talking YouTube tonight. But this works for me, and I'm happy with where I'm at. So what else? I think I lost some subbies here. Went down to 25 in my chat. But what else was I gonna say before I changed the topic? I guess I'm done. I got some more learning curves I'm finding out. Yeah, me too, Cheryl. I'm always having a learning curve. Let's start doing some art. I'm only going to be on for, it's already 9:04? Let's do some art. let's see, I was going to go to chapter 6 here and remove some pages. We are going to take out, these are stitched in. I didn't get the page number, but it was chapter 6 here. I think is the beginning of a, right in here, is the beginning of a signature. And see, it's stitched in. This is a stitched. Oh, Angie, if you're out there, I don't think Angie's here tonight. I'm going to use my knife. I'm going to take out some sections here. And we're going to thin this book down a little so I can add stuff in it. And I might be taking out the wrong section. We'll see. We'll just see as I go. I think I'm right here, because now this book was published in 1914. But we're going to make a junk journal out of it. See, this came out as, and this is still put together. So we're just going to, we're going to thin this book down so I can add to it. And we're going to make a Johnny Junk journal using her studio kit and some of her papers that I got from her. Johnny came in. She was here earlier. She said she's exhausted. They got a new puppy and it's wore her out. I didn't see her answer me about the where she is on the studio kits, though. She probably answered me, and I was yakking. I think this is a signature. Yeah, it looks like it goes. You can kind of see the signatures here because they have a front page and an end page. Here's the front page. Am I zoomed in? Let me zoom in a little so you guys can see a little better. Let me look at chat. Artie Dar says, now I'll be quiet. Oh, you don't have to be quiet, Artie Dar. And watch and listen and maybe get some art play in. They're saying hello to Becky. Becky said she's back. Okay. Becky, I think you put out a new video, a new crochet video, didn't you? A new stitch video. I'm going to try to get caught up with Becky's this weekend. we're not doing the 4th Art Saturday video hop tomorrow. Meri messed up. Meri completely forgot to upload the links to everybody. I give out the links before, and then they put them in their description box. And I announced it here. I announced it this morning, but I completely forgot that I needed to do links. I'm trying to get a hold of that thread in there. This is stitched in, so you can take out whole signatures here. And I didn't read this book, but I'm going to convert it in. I think it's about a family that grew up in a parsonage, a Methodist parsonage. That's what they say about Prudence of the Parsonage. Reverend. All reverends are talking about Prudence of the Parsonage. Now, let's go and take some out here. Yeah, YouTube works for me. I don't put my videos on Twitch. I don't even go live on Facebook. I do like the Facebook rooms. I do like that. I go into Ann Lars's room and into Becky's room. I missed Becky today, but I was in Ann Lars's. And we got the Fib Diggity group now. But I probably won't open rooms on a regular basis unless Ann or Becky can't. I might. Last time I opened a room on Facebook, nobody came. Nobody came. I sat there for half an hour or so. They must not have. I thought I announced it, but nobody came because, well, you know, I don't do it on a regular basis. They do it on Thursdays and Fridays, so nobody really knew. But I don't see any sense of starting another room out there when, you know, Becky do it on Thursday and Fridays. I'm busy the other days. I'm usually tired after my streams. I don't know if I'm in the right place here. I thought I was. I may not be. Looks like I am, though. I get tired. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and stream for 4.5 hours. That tires you out. That's a half day's work with no break. No coffee break in between. That was a... If you were working for an employer, it would be an OSHA violation. So I usually eat breakfast and take a nap after I stream. Take my break. And then you have all the household stuff to do, like laundry and all the stuff around the house. Wears you out. And somebody steals money out of your bank account. You got to deal with that. I had to get a new dentist that took my dental insurance. That's what I dealt with this week. I had a crown fall out. Had a crown fall off of my back tooth. So I got to go to the dentist Wednesday. He'll probably yank all the teeth out of my mouth. I don't want to be a toothless old lady. I tell those dentists, I don't want to be a toothless old lady. Can you see where I'm pulling the signatures here? There's just a natural front and back page. You find the natural ones. One more page, I think. Right here. No? Where does it go to? Did I miss it? Right here. You find the natural signatures in here. That's a small signature. That's a pretty small one, but it's a natural one, so. And then I'm just getting my knife in there and clipping the threads. And the other signature should stay in there. We'll check them here. And it gets easier as you get more of them out. But this is going to be my Johnny Junk journal. Oh my goodness. The things she put in that studio kit. Oh, I'm loving it. She's even got her own packing tape with her stacks of journals on it. And I heat gunned it off of the package of the mailing envelope to save it for my journal. See, it's getting thinner. As you take more signatures out, you get more room. Well, that's what we're going to do tonight. That's my art for the night, is removing signatures. And I think I'm going to inventory some boxes this weekend. Maybe I'll find my camera. Maybe I'll find my camera. And I want to set up so I can use my webcam. Go one more page. Oh, I think I'm there. Where does it end? It's hard to find some of these. I think I took Yeah, I took one out there. Or did I? Let's go back there. 264 to 277. Let me look at chat and see what you guys are saying. Let me just leave that there. Let me look at chat. Cheryl says, maybe by the time I turn 62, I will be caught up. Oh, Cheryl. Sweet Bernadette. What did Becky say? Next week, crochet stitch was brought to my attention by Janet Nash. It looks interesting. Wow. Good night, Becky. She says, I'm sitting here yawning my head off. I think it's past my bedtime. You go get some rest. I'm only going till 10 o'clock tonight, Becky, so you have a good weekend. I'll probably see you in Carol's stream tomorrow. The Magical Touch. Carol is at the Magical Touch. She streams tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern. Good night, Becky. Oh, there's Becky says, tomorrow morning Carol will be stitching at 9 a.m. Can hardly wait to see what she comes up with for this week. I missed her last week, but I'll be there tomorrow. There's Lucy. Hi, Lucy. She says, hi, everybody in chat. Hi, Meri and everybody in chat. Hi, Lala. The Lala's out there, too. I think Lucy was the one who was telling me to put the propeller on my oval, what do you call those, dirigibles on the steampunk? Yeah, okay. I don't think I missed much here. Becky said good night. They're telling Becky sweet dreams. Cheryl said that was a cute video, Becky, where the baby took over the pet cage and the kitten wanted in, and it was not happening. Did I miss something? All right, let me continue taking signatures out. I'll at least get this book halfway prepped for. We're going to do Johnny's junk journal in here. This is not the most exciting thing to watch, but maybe it's interesting. Like I said, you look for the signatures, you try to find the back page and the front page. And I think it's right here. This is the back page. This may not be the front here. Well, yeah, I guess it is. Right here is the signature. Or is it this one? No, it's not that one. I think it's this one. No, it could be this one. It's this one here. You see the natural, you know, how you fold pages in half. This is the one half of the page, and this one's one half of the page over here. And you stack them together. And they stitch them in. And then I'm just, these books that are stitched, you just take and break out the stitches. I'm going to take out a few here because I want to put in quite a bit here. This is going to be a junk journal. I'm going to use ledger paper and onion skin paper. Maybe some graph paper. And cards. I've got some vintage cards from Pink Girly. Might look good in here. Vintage stuff. Maybe some seed packets. I got some flower seed packets. So if you can find stitched, I'm surprised. There are a lot of books out there that are not stitched. They don't stitch a lot of them now. They glue them. But I'm surprised some of those Time Life books are stitched. And if you can find them, they really make good junk journals. Now I get this one cut. They make good junk journals. And see the other, see I pulled that whole signature out, but these are in here pretty good. These aren't falling out. And then it's giving me more space in here. So I'm just gonna keep taking out signatures until I feel like I have enough of them out. And we may quit here and take a break. And I'll show you again what's in our studio box. I think, right, well, this is where I took out one before, because it's going from 278 to 279. I think that one goes over here. Is that a signature? I think so. I'm going to take out from 244 to 277. So I'm taking out almost, what, 44, 54, 64, 74, almost 30 pages. Well, front and back. So 15 or so. But I'm not sure I have the signature. It's kind of hard to tell. Here? No, I think it's there. It kind of naturally falls there. No, 277. I went from 264 to 277. That doesn't work. Well, I already started taking that out. I'm going to leave that. I might have to come back to it. Let's go here. Gets a little hard to find them sometimes. That's 277. Here, I think. One more. No, I think it's there. Some of these I'm just kind of guessing at, I think. It's kind of hard to see. I don't think that matters too much. Let's take these out and see what happens here. I don't know. We're going to see. I don't think I'm at a signature. We'll see if anything falls. Doesn't seem right to me. Here. Now, where does it go to? I think it starts over here and goes to there. That one's in there. I'm not sure I'm at a signature. So I'm not seeing the stitching. But it's coming out. There are a lot of pages in this book. Oops, it tore. That's okay, it's just the brittle paper. See, I've taken out all of that, which is probably less than a fourth. But it gives you room in this book to... I'm going to continue taking out, but let's look at what I'm going to put in and give you guys a break. Let me pull this studio box. That's the Market Mystery box. Let me get, that's not my studio box. Let me go over here and get the studio box. Aha! I have it. And I'll have to zoom out so you guys can see it. I opened this the other day. But... Am I live? Okay. This is pretty big. That's... Let's look and see things that we're going to put in this book. We're going to make a junk journal. And I said we're going to put in the, this is onion skin paper, it's ledger paper that's not written on. There's also some that's written on. Let me move my empty jar, my buttons. Let's move this stuff, my empty water glass. This is cool stuff. Look, this is what I was talking about. She even has her own packing tape, junk journal shop. And these are stacks of books. Isn't that cool? I can see that in there. She's got vellum stickers that she's got stamped on tissue paper. I can see that going in there. This is her, what is a junk journal? And I'm only going to read the first sentence. You have to buy one to see what it is. A book handmade from memorabilia. What is a junk journal? It's a book handmade from memorabilia, ephemera, photos out of recycled or vintage material, significant or visually appealing to the intended owner. It contains non-plain factory-made machine straight edge pages instead of hand-processed material and trim, blah, 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 blah. I'll have to read the rest. Sorry, Johnny. Yeah, it's blah, blah, blah. And look, I'm sure she stamped that. But she goes to such a length to put, can't you just see this stuff going, all of this going in that book? I can. There's some more ledger paper. There's music paper. This is all going to be bound into that book. And she said this bird, this is all on sticker paper. She said you could cut them out. Now, I may, if I cut them to get them to fit in that book, I may make them ATCs or something. We'll see. But look, there are hunting license things, and there's calling card here. Here's some more ledger paper, music paper. Here's a train order number. Men and equipment between and blank. All trains through these limits at reduced speeds. I wonder if I read on here if there's anything about traveling. And maybe find some, here's some stenographic paper, some old computer paper. I don't think this is used much anymore. It might be in offices where, you know, the printer goes through these sprockets to feed it through the printer. Oh, but we're not done. We have more. This is another hunting ticket thing. I think some of these got mixed up with what I ordered. I think I ordered the tickets and I ordered these. I don't know if I'll put these Alice cards. I don't know if I'll put those in there. I might fold it in half, but maybe not an Alice one. And these are prescriptions. I think these are prescriptions, but I even like the glassine bags. And she goes to such, look, she printed, stamped the word vintage, and she'll put the sticker there. That could go in the book. Look at her tags. Look at her tags. I mean, this box is filled. I could make a really good junk journal out of what's in here, and that's where I'm going with this. These are little metal bits. I think these are what I won at the door prize giveaway. She even gave us a pen, an art marker. In here it's a little ledger. Now, I don't know if I'll put that in the journal. I'm thinking I'll sketch in here. I'm thinking sketching in this. But I might use the envelope. Little airmail packets, envelopes. She gives you stamps that has a coffee percolator, the days, a bird, a suitcase, a lantern. This is a tag up here. So it gives you stamps, a little bag that has a clip in it, but I like the bag. She even gives you glue. She gives you glue. She gives you washi tape. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Here are some more little metal pieces, I think. I think this is a little cork jar. I like the bag. Yeah, it's a little cork jar. Oh, did I show you guys the junk journal? I have to show you the steampunk journal where I glued that jar in the center. Stickers. So this is all going... Now, these, I think I'm going to sketch on these because I'm not sure I want to put those in that little book. I'll probably sketch with those. But this goes on and on and on with stuff. I think these are some more metal bits. I was trying to open the envelope. She had them sealed. She had these sealed, some of these. And I was trying to open them from the bottom. She said she did that just for me. This might have been one. See, I was trying to open it down here. And I didn't realize that, oh, you open it over here, Meri. But this is just an idea. Here's some Tim Holtz. Looks like Tim Holtz. Ephemera. Tags down in here. So all of this, I mean, this is enough to go in that book. So you get an idea of what I'm going to put in that book here where I'm taking out pages. And I'm just going to put all this back in. What is a junk journal? And I won't be doing this all at once. I work on stuff. I'll work on it a little while, and then I'll go work on something else, and I'm going to put my onion skin paper in here. I'll use this, and I'll probably use this. And I'm going to keep that other. See, she sent some, I got some, well, actually, I got these at her auction. There's some that are already written on. I think I'm going to save those for another project. These that are already written on. She was selling these. But here's some more. This is ledger paper too, but I think I'd have to cut it off to fit that book. So I'm not sure. And here, I bought this. I bought this a long time ago from her. This is onion skin paper, but it's typed. It's typed on there, but this might go in there because, see, I can cut it. Most of these are half sheets. Well, not all of them. There's some writing back in here. Most of the first ones, the typed ones, are half sheets. So I might be able to use some of these in there until I get to the full sheets, and then I probably won't use them. Beautiful stuff. I'm going to put these in here. Now, these came from different sales, different Johnny sales. This I'm not sure. I might use the memorandum, but when I get to a full sheet with writing, I don't want to cut this in half. I just pulled these out. I'm going to save this for a transparent art page. And these are just folders of what she sent that stuff in. Look, here's another transparent art page. These are for my transparent art journal. We might use some of the pages that I pulled out there to do a transparent page in here. And this is another package, but it's got printing on it. So, and this is what I got today. This is a repeat. Well, but there are more here. Hold it, there's more. This is from Johnny too. This is some of her age tape. There's some photograph. I could put that in there. That's tissue paper. So I'll just put it in here. I don't know how much of that I'm going to use. And last of all, I have some more ledger paper. This I might use because it's more recent. But these I'm going to save out. These I'm not going to use those in there. So you get an idea of what from here that I'm going to get into that little book. Now you know why I'm taking signatures out. And this is what I like. It's in a kit. It's a studio kit. So I can just close it up and keep it in the kit. I'm going to take more pages out, but I can even put that book in there when I'm ready to work on it. Oh, let's take this off. I got some more in my lap here. Just a couple sheets of this. I put some extra stuff in there, so some of this stuff I got at different sales. I don't go to a lot of her sales, but I have recently, and I've been very happy with the things that I've gotten from her. Johnny, she's the Junk Journal Shop. Let me look at chat. I got off on a little spiel again. Oh, there's Rosemary. Hi, Rosemary. Rosemary, let me get my, oh, I got a vellum sticker. That has to go in there. Rosemary, let me show you my steampunk. I'm going to get my steampunk done. I am, Rosemary. I made good progress on it. Let me get it out here. She's going to laugh at what I did. She goes, what did you do that for, Meri? Here's my cover. This is my cover. And you know what? I had this book cover. It's over here. I'm not going to show it. I had the cover to this on here, and I was going to use that book cover until I watched Rosemary's video. And so this whole cover is inspired by Rosemary. And these are straws, believe it or not. I have an extra one here that I didn't get on there, and we painted them. And then I put this art paste on mine because the paint was chipping. So I figured that worked. But yeah, I've got Tim Holtz there. I still want to put a key in here. And I got a little compass there. These I think I got at a flea market. These are clocks, they're not gauges. Little scissors pin there. I put roses, and then there's some broken jewelry things there. And this is the spine. And I'm still thinking about what I want to put here. I had some of, let me open it up. There's the dress form, Rosemary. I watched Rosemary do this dress form, and I had to, doesn't that look like a corset in there? And there's the tubes, and she stitched them in there. And I pulled these off of a motherboard. I can take this painter's tape off now. I put the painter's tape so that wouldn't pop up. And Rosemary, I'm not looking at chat while I'm doing this. So, and then here, I got this from Michelle Noel. Look at this thing. And when I bought it, when I got it, she said, Meri, you can take charms off of there and use them. And I'm going, I'm not taking anything off of this. And I just had it hanging over here on my little cart. And it's perfect. It fits in there. It fills up this space in here. It fills up that gap. And then the middle gap, we took that eyedropper, we wrapped wire around it, and I glued it into the center here. And I'm going to put some of your other little bottles in there, your tube. I took the stuff off of my desk, but you sent a tube and a little glass bottle thing. So I'm going to be putting more in there. This is tissue paper here that I put down. In here is tissue paper. I can rip some of that off, I think. But I just put it on there with glossy accent. And I did that so the book was going flat when I closed it. But when I put this in here, it bulked that out and it gave it a firmness that my book does not go flat now. And it still has room to put stuff in here. So I am so happy with how this is turning out. So we did this. I think we did this morning. I don't even remember. And I had gotten that same scrapbook paper that you had, Rosemary. And I had found it. And I was so happy to see that you were using it in your steampunk journals. Because I'm going, oh, I have it in my stash. And this was a steampunk bag that I made with Susan Hyo's Open Chat, but I steampunked it up. I did. And I want to take this. This is supposed to be the tag here. I taped it down, but I don't like it taped down. I'm going to pull it up again. I like it floppy. And it's just a paper tag. I might eventually take it off. But this is an old electric mixer, and it says handle with care, and there's the actual picture of the lady using it. And I don't know if you caught, Rosemary, if you're out there listening, I was saying when I read about steampunk, and I'm going to write in here on one of my blank pages about the guy that coined the word steampunk. It's actually more recent, in 1987. Let me get this open here. I'm going behind it instead of in it. In 1987, he wrote a book, and he wrote it when he submitted it to his publisher. He was defining the style that that book was written in, and he called it steampunk. And that's where we get the word steampunk. But steam itself was certainly an invention before 1987. I mean, it goes way back. But he defined steampunk in the sense that steam was going to be more prevalent in technology than electricity. And when I read that, because I was reading up on steampunk, I wanted to learn about it. And when I read it, I'm going, uh-oh, my whole book here, all my interest pages are electricity. This isn't going to be steam. I'm going to have to rip out all my signatures. And I'm going, oh no. I was really disappointed. But I kept reading it. And I'm going, well, how is electricity made? And when I read about electricity being made, even today, in today's world, in our world today, right down 12 miles down the road from me, they have this great big factory or building where they make electricity, and they sell it out over all the lines to the different companies that, but they use steam to generate. They use steam generators to make electricity. And I'm going, wow, I can keep my electric in here. Because, and I was thinking about how these people that were all experimenting with steam even before 1987, how they were really onto it. You know, and it developed. It developed into electricity, and electricity is generated through the use of steam generators. And it all made sense to me because now when I drive past that building, it's on the highway as we go into town, and you see these great big old, I call them smokestacks. I guess they are. They're great big old round buildings. And you see all this steam coming out of it, cloudy, puffy stuff coming out. And I never really thought about it. And it's all, you see, there's railroad tracks coming in there, and we were always seeing all the railroad cars hauling coal. And they feed those steam generators with coal. Can you believe that? And it just, I'm going to have to do a little video of that because I'm so impressed. I learned about how electricity was made just because of steampunk. And it all makes sense to me now. See what you learned through art journaling? And I'm going to do something with this. And this is just a background page. I like the red contrast on there. And here's the negative of where I cut out that dress form. And this I did reverse collage on. So this is really coming together for me. This one I did this morning. This is what you sent, Rosemary, your alphabet die cut. I just left it as a big tile, and I painted it a dark red in the background. And then I have this brick stencil that I cut, and the silver in here is that art paste. This art paste. And that just gave it a background for the typeset here. And then these came out of the Mary Jane magazine, the old typewriter and the ladies. And here's the old Sherlock Holmes one, the 221B, that you helped me on. And is there any more in here? I don't think. Well, just some smear pages that I want to work on. That I have all your stuff that I'm going to put in here, and a room too. Now this is going to be a division. I'm going to put some more stuff in here. So this is kind of a dividing page. And I don't think I have as much on the second signature. I have some things. This is all blank stuff, blank pages that I'm going to work on. I call these pages out of that electric book. I might reproduce some of those and, you know, make a steampunk character or something. This looks like it could become a creature with legs. And this is a box, the search for better conductors and standard resistors. And then this is hardware in here. I have a binocular stamp and a compass stamp. And let's see, what else do I... Oh, this is the next page I'm going to work on. This you sent to me in the Trashinichi. I'm going to get that Trashinichi out because I still have some stuff from the Trashinichi that could be probably... You sent a bunch of graphic 45 stuff that could probably go in here. But this is a mailer envelope that I turned inside out. And it's silvery. This is a mailer envelope. And I'm going to put it on a page. This is the next one I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on a page, and I'm going to put this door knocker. And I might put somebody coming in the door or knocking at the door. So that's the next page. That's one I'm going to create. And this, I did my writing with my fine liner. I just copied this paragraph, some sentences out of this paragraph. And then I created a resist with the craft paint and then painted over it and wiped off to get that background. And this was a cluster that I made out of an old paper clip box, one of those clampy clips things. and a needle threader, and this is some sort of a pin that was around here. The back of an old needlepoint, canvas, and some straight pins that are stuck in a pencil. One of the, off of the, well, let me find one here. I don't know if I can find one. You know, off of the top of on some of those pencils, the little clip holder that can come off. And then I stuck pins in there. This is some of Dee Dee's paper. I tore this up here, so I put Dee Dee's paper over it. But I have some typewriter keys that might go in, coordinate with that. I got another sheet of that. And what else did I do? The only other things I did in here were put in scrapbook paper. But I'm having all sorts of fun with this journal, and I'm really happy now that it's not, it was flattening out on me. And when I put that bottle in there, it just builds. Oh, I have at the back here. I stapled your, because I didn't know how you use these. I just stapled it on the back page here. This is the inside cover. I just stapled it there. I'll have to do a Sherlock Holmes or something on this. Maybe put, I might eventually take this off and put some mystery stuff behind there. A note, a map, or some small print. So this is where I'm at on this. I'm just having all sorts of fun. If I don't get it done by the end of the month, I will be mostly done with it. And I put page corners on here. I put the Tim Holtz page corners on it. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah. Let's grab my book again here, just to have it out. Let's see what you guys are saying. I had to show Rosemary. I don't even know if she's still in here. Well, there she is. She says, everything is connected, Meri. Yes, it is, Rosemary. Everything's connected. Lala says, Fib Diggity members, remember, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you, Lala. And Artie Dar, I don't know if you heard or not, but your zine is coming to you at the last address you put on the email that you sent to me. So if you haven't moved, you should be getting it. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do what? Jen, she says, awesome book, Meri. Oh, no, don't do that. I don't know what she means. Don't do what, Jen? Whatever it is, I'll think about it twice. Meri needs to call it History and Art Time with Meri. Every live stream, she has that book out. Oh, did you see the history book? You weren't in here when I showed you the history book that I got at the library. It's 4 inches thick. I won't get it out again, I promise. If you want to see it, you'll have to go back and watch. I did a library haul. It was only 10 cents. Those books were at the sale table were only 10 cents a piece. The book covers themselves are worth 10 cents. So I got 9 of them. I spent a whole $1 for 9 books. Don't take the electricity book apart. Oh, I think I already did. The electricity book that you saw there was a Time Life book. And the cover, I tore the cover off. Can I get to the cover here? I'll show you if I can get to it. It's buried. It's here, though, somewhere. Under all the Owaka stuff. I'm still working on my Mexican journal. And there's, well, I don't know what I did with it. Is that it? No, that's other fussy cut. I swear, I got the stack of paper bags that I was using this morning. I've got my brick stencil. I've got the onion skin that I got from Johnny. And here are things that I was fussy cutting out of yesterday and things that I want to put in my journal. This is all over here. Then that goes into all the Owaka, because I was working on the Owaka journal. I don't know what I did with the cover of that. It must be over someplace else. But I already tore that book apart. There's one thing I want to do before I go tonight, because it's getting kind of late. Hold on. One more arty thing that I want to do. If I can find it. Oh, I'm laughing because I got all these library books in the way here. There's my journal. Where's my journal? Well, I might not do it tonight if I can't find my journal. Come on, Meri. Which journal? Which one did you want, Meri? This one is a cool book. I didn't buy it today. I bought it the last time. That one only cost me 25 cents. Oh, and we're going to do something with this one too. Let me look for my art journal. I have it here someplace. Did I cover it up? I had it in my hands. I said I want to work on it tonight. And I had it in my hands. Where did it go to? Everything I my hands disappears. I guess I'm not going to do it because I can't find it. Well, it'll be a suspense for, it'll be a cliffhanger for next time because I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it, so I'm not supposed to work on it tonight. Oh, I got out of chat here. Free. Something's free. Let's get out of that. Let me look at chat. I was reading chat. Too late, Jen. Too late. You did see that big history book. Oh, I meant the one. Oh. Don't tear the electricity out of that book, you mean? Yeah, I won't. I'm happy now that electricity is generated by steam, because now I can relate electricity back to steampunk. Let's see. I was reading Rosemary. She said, very cool, Meri. Rosemary above. Her steampunk book is awesome. Yeah, I had fun in that steampunk book because I have a lot of steampunk. Now, the Asian, I didn't have a lot. But between what Rosemary sent me and what Lana sent me some nice stuff. And I found my, I cleaned my room and I put that Asian caboodle someplace and I looked and looked and looked and looked. And I cleaned off that little red cart over there and I put it on the little red cart. I never put journals on that cart. I found it. It was on the cart. There's Rosemary. Lucy says, if you type in junk journal shop in Google, you will find it. Yeah, are you talking about the Etsy store or the video? There's Rosemary. There's Rosemary. They're saying hello to Rosemary. Maybe a mod will give us Johnny's Etsy link. If you just go to YouTube and just type in junk journal shop on YouTube, you'll get her videos are cool. But go to any one of her videos and open up the description box, and she has a link to all of her social media out there. She's got an Etsy shop. She's got a Facebook group. She's got, and for that matter, you can do the same thing for Rosemary. And Rosemary, let me go back down to the bottom. Rosemary's Caboodle. I've already got dibs on March. It's darling. March is just right around the corner. It's, you guys have to go to Rosemary's channel. And thank you, Rhonda. Above is the Junk Journal Shop. Thank you, Rhonda, for doing that. Rosemary is doing a really cool March caboodle. So I got to get ready for that. But in the meantime, I like to do my own stuff. I want to share this. Well, I'll stop on this tonight. You saw what I was doing. I'm going to take more signatures out so I can get stuff in here. But you saw that. This book, I paid $25 for this book. It is awesome. The Spirit of Letter in Painting. And they're not talking about letter A, letter B, letter C. They're not talking about calligraphy. They're talking about writing letters. And this is really interesting. You kind of have to like art history because they talk a lot about, let me move my tablet, get it off of here so I can flip this book open. They're talking to art students, really, I think, because they talk about Raphael's students and they talk about a lot of artists that, are not generally known to us in the general public. I mean, we know who Raphael is and who Michelangelo is, but we don't know who some of these other people are unless you're an art history major. So I would say if you sit down and read this book, you'll find it interesting, but you might lose interest too because it's like reading history of another country with names you can't pronounce. But it's interesting because he talks about all these paintings. There's a lot of text in here where in the day before we had social media and computers and phones and mobile phones and all this stuff that technologically that we have that we communicate, in the day when these people lived, they wrote letters. And here's a lady, this is done by Vermeer. Vermeer was a famous Dutch artist. And in fact, he talks a lot about his what they call genre painting, which he paints a lot of home scenes, like if I went to out in the kitchen and was mixing up a batch of cookies, of raisin cookies, you might see me in modern day sitting at the counter stirring my bowl. Well, here's this lady sitting here and she's reading a letter. And this is all focused on all these famous paintings on letter writing. Here's this lady reading a letter. But they communicated by letter. And it was generally, well, some of them were love letters, but some of them were, you think about Van Gogh. Van Gogh wrote letters to his brother. And that's how we know a lot about Van Gogh is through his communications to his brother. Look, see, she's writing a letter. She's reading a letter. I'm going to do an art journal out of this book. I've got big ideas for this. I just got to get to it. I think she's mailing a letter here. This is a Vermeer again. Lady standing at the Virginade. I don't know what she's doing there. She's standing here. Looks like she's at a desk of some sort. Or mailing a letter. I'll have to see what she's doing there. Here looks like she's holding a letter, but she's also holding a musical instrument. Here she's reading a letter. But that's how they communicated. Here there's a loaf of bread. Looks like there's something stuffed in that bread. But there's a letter underneath. A still life with a basket of glasses, pate, they're calling it pate, and letter. The poor letter is getting coffee stains on it, food stains on it. Look at this. Now this one's more modern. This is a collage. Well, that's, I say it's modern, but it's 1625 to 1677. That's interesting. This almost looks like modern art. It looks like a memory board, doesn't it? Where you make a board and then you stuff your photos and things in. That's what it is. It's a memory border. Letters with quail and penknife. Huh. Oh, and here it is over here, too. That must have been a thing back then. This is in 1854. This one's in 1623. But there's a seal. See, they sealed them. They have wax seals. They have wax seals on this one. That looks like a postage stamp on this one. But in the 1800s, 1894 could very well be a postage stamp. See, I just love these. You learn so much with art. You know, here I'm learning all about communication, and look at her beautiful dress. Could you imagine running around in a dress like that? Well, obviously, she wore it for the portrait. I doubt that she wore it a whole lot. And she's reading a book. And here's another lady all dressed up, reading, well, but she's holding a letter. She's got a book in her lap, but she's got a letter in her hand. But he focuses on, this whole book focuses on people that are reading letters. Isn't that interesting? I've never seen a book just focus on something like that. Although I bet they're out there. I just haven't seen them. Here she's reading a letter. This is colonial here. This is more Victorian. This is 1702 to 1785. It looks like he's got a mask on. And black gloves and a mask. I haven't figured that out. He's got a mask on of some sort. Haven't figured that out. Or maybe he's trying to paint a servant. They had slaves back in those days. I'll bet that's a slave. I thought it was a mask. It's a poor painting. See, I'm learning. He's wearing white socks down here. I thought he had black gloves on. Oh, dear Mary. Go to flip to the next page quick. This is, they're walking, and they're reading their letter while they're out for a walk. And here she's sitting in a chair reading a letter again. She looks a little lonely there. She looks a little sad with all that black there. The Letter by Camille Corot. That's all it says. Thanks to the childlike simplicity of his character and the absolute integrity of his work, Corot miraculously cut across all the conflicting trends of the century with the same detachment and contemplative fervor that were shown in their own day by Vermeer and Chardin. See, I say you have to love art history because he's talking about the style of how this was painted. And here's a desk showing a quill pen and ink container. This looks more like a journal than letters, but it could be a tablet of paper. That looks like some sort of a brush in there. I don't know what that was. I bet they tell me here. So I got plans for this book. This is a cool book for 25 cents. And we're going to go one more book here, and then it's 10 o'clock. This is Period Pastimes, and I got this to fussy cut. And then I decided I couldn't fussy cut because there's too much beautiful art on each side. However, some of these might be fun for transparent art journals pages. Like here, I have some big, I showed you those plastic, I pulled them out here. Well, not this one, because this one's got printing on it. But in my transparent art journal, I could take something clear and I could have interest on both sides. This book, I got it with the intention I was going to fussy cut, and I got it home and looked at it and go, I can't cut this. Silhouettes. But I could probably use some of it. I'm still debating. I could use some of it in a transparent art journal. It just depends if you have the courage to cut this up. But they show, here they're showing a leatherwork needle case. And they're showing how they did it here. Wouldn't that be fun to do? It looks like they painted it. Did they paint? Materials. Sharp leather needle, silk or synthetic buttonhole thread, 2 pieces of basil leather, glue, tweezers, gold acrylic paint. Oh, they're using gold acrylic paint. No wonder. That's gold acrylic. So they did paint on it. A needle book. This is a cool book too. For these books, when I first went over there to these are library sale books. And I went over there a couple weeks ago, and I paid $0.25 a piece for them. Today, I went over there, and I paid $0.10 a piece. I got 9 books for 90 cents, less than $1. Here's a Berlin work curtain tie back, and they're showing how they did it here. They even give directions if you want to do a Berlin work. Look at this. That's a carpet. Ooh. That's cool. That would make a cool wall hanging. Here they're showing a miniature hooked dog rug. Looks more like a horse. Good. Oh, maybe it is a horse. Where did I get dog? A miniature hooked rug. Meri, you better... I got the dog from over here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Is this braided? A rag rug hooked and braided on burlap. Isn't that cool? Now, Ruth in the crafting chat was showing a rug that she designed, and she did rug hooking. But she says her mother is really into it. She showed us the piece that she did, but she likes to do other stuff too. But I really liked her rug. She did a teacup one, or cups, mugs. Cups, I think it was teacups. But rug hooking has always interested me. Here's a fan quilt. Isn't this interesting? So how could I... Here they're showing you how to do black work. Now, I could do black work. I could probably do that and finish it. But they're showing you how to design it and iron it and stitch it out. There, see, this is black work. And then there's a painting showing a black work. Wow, look at those sleeves. That's all embroidered there. I don't know if it's embroidered down here, but I know those are. Mary Cornwallis by George Gower. Her costume sumptuously decorated with a blackwork panels of strap work, flowers, and leaves. I think this is the black work in here. I'm not sure that her skirt is black work. Look at this. Just awesomeness. The whole book for $0.25. The Ladies' Workbox. Needles and threads and yarns. Doesn't that just remind you? Carol is coming on tomorrow. She's going to be doing stitching tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. Look at this. This is Victorian style tinsel portrait. I'd never heard of tinsel portrait. During the 19th century, tinsel, glitter, fur, sequins, and the like were widely used to decorate printed portraits. So we could go grab a really nice picture out of a magazine and decorate it with tinsel, glitter, fur, sequins, and the like. And we could call it tinsel portraits. Isn't that cool? We'd call it mixed media in our day. Here's a bouquet of paper daisies. The art of paper flowers. Isn't that cool? Paper cutouts and pin pricking. Pin pricking? That sounds fun. Let's do some pin pricking. Look at that. Does it tell you how to do it? No, this is paper flower collage. They don't show you how to do pin pricking. I'm going to have to look that up. That sounds fun. Penelope has my... What did I do with Penelope? Where did Penelope run off to? Geesh, Meri. Here she is. She's hiding behind my water glass. See, I've got a pin. I've got a pin that Sharon Lombard sent me. I bet I could do some pin pricking. I'm interested in that. I'm going to look it up. I'll bet there's instructions out there on the internet of how to pin prick. This needle's kind of dull. This is more of a darning ribbon needle. It's got a big eye to it. I'm about ready to leave here. I'm just having fun in this book. I love library books. Here's silhouette greeting card. Silhouettes. Aren't they fun? I even saved some covers of the Magnolia magazine. I'm going to make silhouettes out of them. The people on them. This is filigree flower picture. I may not be so, it was more like twilling. Is that twilling? Where you twill all the paper? Filigree paperwork. Look at that. Wow. Introduction. What's all of this? Paper pursuits. This is the introduction to the paper chapter. Isn't this cool? A jewelry cabinet, all painted up and decorated. Backs of mirrors. I think I lived in the wrong age. Painting on velvet. Painting on glass. It might be fun to paint on glass sometime. Get some glass paint. Wouldn't that be fun to do a project on glass? A small piece, not a big, huge one. Not my not my desktop. The Amateur Arts. Look at that fan. This is one of a pair of folded paper hand-painted candle screen. Oh, it's a candle screen. Oh, but I would be afraid it'd catch on fire. It's too pretty to put. Meri set her desk on fire with that. This is the painting portfolio. And this is the front of the book. This is just an awesome, and I even love the fly pages, the decorative. 4/4. Let me come out and say goodbye. I'm done for the night. I didn't do much art, but I had fun. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, thank you. Let me remove and report. I know you report them too, but we can both report them and maybe they'll get the message. Message reported. Hi, Icy. Lala's still here. When I go into my chatty sessions, I lose you guys. I'm back down to 25. When I started doing my art, you all came back. Because that's a hint, Meri. Meri was in a chatty mode tonight. Meri, sometimes I get into these chat modes because I don't talk to you guys enough. I don't talk to you guys enough. I get out there and I get into my zone doing my art. So I have nights where I just want to talk. So thank you guys for coming. Don't forget, tomorrow, Saturday morning, Carol will be on at 9 o'clock. Then I don't know who's on until Beth Schiller comes on at 6. Carol will be on again at 9 o'clock, I think, on Sunday. Anlar and Deb are streaming on Sunday afternoons at, well, I know it's 4 Central, so it would be 5 Eastern, I believe. And then I'll be on at 6 o'clock Central Sunday night. So have a really good week. Go have some fun. Go to the library. There's a lot to learn out there. And keep the people in Ukraine in your hearts and prayers. Keep all people in our art community that are suffering illness and that in your hearts and prayers, and their family. So, yeah, have a good weekend. And quoting Roy, thank goodness for Roy. He said, Meri, where are my links? And I'm going, oh my goodness, I forgot all the links. So there's no video hop tomorrow. It'll be next Saturday. So thank goodness for Roy. He's the one who told me I forgot to do links. So have a good weekend, and quoting Roy, do something to make you smile. And quoting Meri, go to the library. Do some art. Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend. Bye.